Hey everyone, so today I have my Pan That palette update for you guys, and I have two palettes if you aren't aware that I am panning. So my eyeshadow palette that I've been panning for all of 2015 is the Lorac Pro, and that's what I'm going to start with. So I do post like update pictures on Instagram every month, so go ahead and check out my Instagram. It is Curious Sparkles, the same way it's spelled here, so go check me out. And something I also do with my palettes is I weigh them every month. So I have a food scale that I use to weigh out my food because I do count my macros, but I also use it to weigh my like palettes and stuff that I'm panning so I can have like more of an idea of what I'm actually using. So anyway, this is the Lorac Pro and I have been panning this for 12 months now. I started December 1st of last year, so it's been 12 months for me, and this is where I'm at. So here we are. So if you aren't aware, these two shades are the last two I am panning. I'm skipping out on Pewter, and these four I just wanted to hit pan on. So I only have Sable and Garnet left for me to finish up. And I don't know if I'm going to finish them completely by the end of the year, but this palette is going to be out of my life by the end of the year. So to be honest, you know, I'm just really over and kind of tired of this palette, and I'm excited to use other things and move on to other things, which I will be talking about at the end of this video, what my plans are for 2016. But I have been using Garnet and Sable every time I wear eye makeup, which has been less this month. I was sick for about a week, and I was visiting family for Thanksgiving, so I didn't wear like a ton of makeup. And this week is like, it's not finals week, but it's almost, next week is finals week, and it's just like a crazy time of the year for me. Anyway, I'm a college student, so it just gets really busy. I'm not exactly wearing eye makeup every day. But when I do wear eye makeup, the look that I've been wearing is I use Garnet in the crease, and I also use it on the outer like third or so of my eyeshadow look. And then sometimes if I really want to go fancy, I'll use it on the lower lash line. And then I use Sable also in the crease, and I use a matte light pink to buff those out. And I also use Sable to set my brown eyeliner that I'm using. So that's the look. And then all over my lid, I'm just using either like kind of a pinky champagne shade or a gold shade from my NARS duo called Alhambra, which I mentioned in my November favorites video, which I just posted. So go check that out. I swatched it and talked about it there. But yeah, that's where I'm at here. So I'm just going to keep working on these two shades through December, and December 31st, these will be out of my life. So that's okay. I'm not sure if I'll finish them completely, but I have been making good progress. I can tell that the pan is bigger on both of them. And like I said, I do weigh these. So the progress that I've made, so Lorac Pro in my last update on October 1st-ish weighed 119 grams total, like the entire palette with the eyeshadow in it. And this month I weighed it just tonight, and it weighs 118 grams. So I did use up another whole gram worth of product in here. Even though the pans might not be like huge, I am still working on it, and that's why I really have enjoyed, you know, like weighing them and just seeing the, you know, numbers change. So let's move on to my other palette. I am panning the NARS Gibberden Cheek palette, and this was the holiday palette from 2013, I believe. So it's been in my collection for a while. I started panning this on May 1st, so it's been about 6 months now, and right, May, June, July, August, September, October, yeah. So it's been the October, yep, so 6 months that I've been working on it, and I have hit pan. Last month I did have pan in 2 shades, and I still have pan in those 2 shades. I didn't hit pan on extra shades, and like I said, I will have a picture on my Instagram for you guys to compare the two. I put like the previous month on the top and the you know, current progress on the bottom so you can, you know, see them. But anyway, this is where I'm at. So I have pan up here in the highlighter. Hopefully you can see that in the corner there. I have some pan, and then I also have pan up here on the bronzer. Maybe you can see that there. So it's all across the side I've cleared out, and then just starting on the bottom. So it's been an exciting month for me. So there's a better look at the pan on the highlighter. So what I'm doing is I'm using the highlighter as my inner corner highlight. That's where this little corner that I've kind of cleared out comes from. And I also use it as my highlighter. The bronzer I've just been using as bronzer, and the blush I've just been using as blush. As you guys know, if you've been watching my bi-weekly makeup baskets, I've been like every 2 weeks I do those. So for 2 weeks, I'll pick a product out of here, whether it be blushes or bronzer or highlighter, that I switch out with something else in my collection, just so I can kind of switch it up from this and still use things that I still have. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been rotating. But what I've decided to do is, just because December and January are really busy for me, I'm going to be over, that's kind of like my winter break time, and I'm going to be traveling. So in December I'm going to New York City, and then I'm just traveling to see different family members and friends and stuff like that. And then in January I'm going to Vegas for a cousin's wedding and like birthday kind of thing too. So I'm going to be using this palette exclusively for 2 months, and I'm gonna just like see how much progress I can make. So I'm only gonna be using these blushes, only this bronzer, and only this highlighter, just to see how much I can get done. And because it's gonna be such a busy like 2 months for me that I don't really like have time to come and like switch things out, it'd just be easier to pack just this and not, you know, a ton of extra stuff. So with that being said, hopefully I'll be making more progress on these, and I'm going to be panning this palette, this cheek palette, through 2016. I will be switching out every 2 weeks, except for, you know, December and January products, so that I can, you know, make use of the rest of the things in my collection. And really, I would love to finish up the bronzer, make a ton of progress on the highlighter, and really I just want to hit pan on the other blushes. I'm not sure if I want to finish them up completely, but I'm going to be working on this through 2016, so I'm really excited about that. So currently this palette weighs 186 grams, and last month when I did my last update it weighed 187 grams. So I did use up a whole gram of product as well, which is about my average for this one especially. So that's really awesome that I've been using up about a gram every month. That's really exciting for me, and I just really have been enjoying weighing my products. So there's that. And I want to talk about what my plans for 2016 eyeshadow palette, because obviously I'm going to be panning this one as my cheek palette, but as my eyeshadow palette, let me grab it. I'm going to be panning a palette, and it's going to be this one. It's from Tarte, and it is the Tarte Be Magnificent palette. And I got this for Valentine's Day a couple years ago when it came out from my boyfriend, and it was very sweet of him. I didn't even ask for it. He just got it. He knew Tarte was cruelty free. He knew I loved the brand, and he knew I loved palettes, and it was just very sweet of him to get this for me. So I want to show him that I love it. And because, you know, when I've been panning the Lorac Pro, I've been missing a lot of my other palettes. So this is all matte. I don't think I'm really going to be focusing on this blush at all. And I'm not really sure how much I want to use, but I just know I want to focus on this one for 12 months. And so I'm going to be starting this one on January 1st, and I'm going to be every, you know, 2 to 4 weeks switching out another palette to use with this one, because I feel like, you know, these are very neutral matte shades, and I can then, you know, grab a different palette to pair, different singles. I can use my collection and pan a palette at the same time, and that's what I want to do this next year. So just keep a lookout for this in January. This will be the palette that I'm panning instead of the Lorac Pro, and I'm going to start a wing, you know, for it and everything like that, and I will update you on all of those details in January. So anyway, that's everything I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what your plans are for 2016. I would love to know if you're going to be panning palette or just rotating through your collection, or what your plan is. I'm trying to do kind of like the best of both worlds. So anyway, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.